What's going on, guys? This is Preston here, and this is the Yellawood 500 Talladega Superspeedway NASCAR Cup Series Playoffs Race Review. And wow, what a long title that was. But yeah, anyways, guys, if you kept track of my updates in my community post, I was indeed at the racetrack this weekend at Talladega Superspeedway. I'll be posting pictures on future community posts, so stay tuned. I have a lot of them. So yeah, and also my vlogs. I have two separate videos. Day one will be releasing tomorrow, and then the Cup Series race will be released on Wednesday. So the Xfinity Series race vlog Talladega will be tomorrow, and then the Cup Series will be Wednesday. So just to let you guys know on that, guys. So stay tuned. And yeah, guys, this race was without a doubt one of the most satisfying Talladega races I've watched, and I am so glad that I witnessed four wide action in stage one for multiple laps, like multiple laps, and my goodness, guys, my goodness, this race had everything in it. It can even include tempers flaring. We're gonna talk about that in a bit. So, it wasn't a brawl or anything. They were just drivers not happy. So, yeah, stage one, phenomenal racing. Just absolutely phenomenal racing. You had four wide for multiple laps. Like, my goodness, guys, like the racing yesterday, absolutely outstanding. Man, the Cup Series really put on a show. Put on a show for the fans, and man, like I was right on the fence. Like I was right along the catch fence. You guys will see in my vlog on Wednesday for the Cup Series, but I was literally on that. I was literally right the first row and behind the catch fence. So yeah, so that it was cool, man. It was really cool to witness this in person. Yeah, guys, this is my seventh consecutive year going to the Talladega playoff weekend. I've been going there ever since 2018. So yeah, I'm trying to look up and see who won the stage. Yeah, Chris Buescher, he won stage one. So yeah, and then Austin Cindric won stage two, and yeah, so the incidents that happened were Daniel Suarez, he was a lap down, he had a penalty, passed through penalty early like in the race, and then he had to like went a lap down and then got scuffled back in traffic, hit the wall, and that pretty much ended his day. We're gonna talk about the playoff grade towards the end of this video, but yeah, and then one of the other incidents that happened was with Ryan Blaney and Ross Chastain getting together. Looks like Alex Bowman just pushed Blaney, and then Blaney got loose, and then all heck just broke loose with Ross Chastain. Glad they both were all right. Those were two big hits at the end of stage two there. Stage two was mostly with strategy. There wasn't a lot of aggressive for the wide racing in stage two. All it was just pit strategy, trying to figure out how fuel and if you want to get tires or not. Well, tires, like I said, like super speedway races, tires don't really even matter. It's just strategy. What kind of strategy will you be on? So that is the main thing that the crew chiefs were thinking about. So yeah, and ultimately, Chris Buescher won stage two, but then stage three, back to what it was stage one. Outstanding three wide, four wide action. And then we had the final cycle green flag pit stops with like 25, something with around 20 laps to go. And yeah, and then with just 4 laps remaining, well, under 5 laps to go, I witnessed history. I witnessed history in person. The biggest crash in NASCAR Cup Series history. 28 cars involved in that. Holy cow. Like, holy moly. I witnessed it in person. Like, I witnessed it. My gosh. Like, this race legit had everything. And and yeah, guys, it had this race was not that chaotic, involving a lot of chaos and stuff. You had great racing, 3, 4 wide, satisfying racing. You had the only cautions for incidences were Suarez's spin, by what I can remember, where Suarez has been, Blaney and Chastain getting together, and the big one on back towards the end of the backstretch collecting multiple cars. I know Logano was in it, Tyler Reddick was in it, Chase Elliott was in it, um, multiple Chase Briscoe was involved, and the playoff drivers. So yeah, it took out the heavy hitters. It definitely took out some of the heavy hitters, and before it was actually the let me just say this. So what happened that triggered that wreck that triggered that massive crash was Brad Keselowski got just basically pushed Cindric in the wrong bumped Cindric in the wrong spot, and that just turned him straight around in front of the entire field, and it was only too wide. So I would say it was just a push gone wrong, but that's gonna happen at the end of these races. What can I say? That's what's gonna happen. So, but if you look, uh, yeah, like I said, Keselowski did push Cindric in that wrong spot. So yeah, we're gonna talk about the results at towards the end, but man, guys, the racing has really like the majority, like all the super speedway races this year. Like really, the Daytona 500 had constant three wide action, especially Talladega. The Spring had some action as well. Definitely had some action, but this this race yesterday, this race secured itself as my favorite race of the season. Not just the fact of me being there, but four wide action. You don't get that at Daytona. You do not get that at Daytona. Four wide action going at 190, 200 miles an hour. You don't get that. You just don't get that at Daytona. So you have three wide action at Daytona, but not four wide. Man, Talladega is amazing. Amazing racetrack. So, and then the overtime happened, and we only had one overtime, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. does it. He does it, boys. He gets his fourth. This is his fourth career win and second win at Talladega. Man, 2 wins at Daytona, 2 wins at Talladega. So yeah, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. wins it, guys. Congratulations to Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Man, he got up there with strategy. He had guys up there, Keselowski, Byron. Strategy. It all worked out for Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the end. So he's able to avoid that massive crash. And like I said, congratulations to Stenhouse, man. Congratulations to Stenhouse, man. So yeah, now I'm going to talk about the finishers. Brad Keselowski, he came up close. And the finish. Gotta talk about the finish. The finish of this race, it was 6/1000ths of a second. That was how close it was between Stenhouse and Keselowski. Byron was going to make it a close third. 6/1000ths of a second separating Stenhouse and Keselowski. So, wow, Keselowski, this was just both spring and fall races for Brad Keselowski. He has been oh so close to winning. Oh so close. So yeah. William Byron third. Kyle Larson get some good luck at these. Finally, I was starting to get some good luck at Talladega. Fourth. Christopher Bell, playoff driver, he was actually able to get through that crash. He finished sixth. Yeah, Bubba Wallace. I think he was involved in this crash, but he rounds up finishing ninth. Denny Hamlin, and yes, guys, Denny Hamlin, he did finish 10th, and before that crash, he was outside the top 30. I wasn't really sure what happened. I know he got damage from I'm not sure if it was the Blaney and Chastain incident. I think it was, but my gosh, man, from where it was, if that crash would not have happened, Denny Hamlin would be like over -10 below the cut line, -17. I'm talking about over -10 points. Like in a situation where if that crash wouldn't have happened, I would say my hope for Denny Hamlin making it to the round of 8 is over. But we got some luck on our side because of this. So Denny Hamlin gets a top 10. Let's go, guys. Literally every time I've been at Talladega Super Speedway, Denny Hamlin has finished in the top 10 every single time I've been there. So it's a good trend, great trend. Truex in his final Talladega race finished 11th. I know he did spin out on pit road though. I know he did spin out. I didn't get it on camera, but yeah, I did see him spin out on pit road there. Shane Van Gisbergen 15th. Tyler Reddick, he was involved in that crash, finishes 20th. Kyle Busch, he was up front there late in stage 3. Alex Bowman was my pick to win this race. He ended up finishing 16th. Chase Elliott, 29th. Chase Briscoe, 30th. The only drivers that were out of this race were Cindric, Joey Logano is out, Harrison Burton, Ryan Preece, Josh Berry, McDowell, Daniel Hemrick, Ryan Blaney, and Chastain, which McDowell was the pole sitter, by the way. So now I'm going to take a look at the playoff standings after this race. So yeah, as they currently run, William Byron, he's virtually a lock. I mean, he's plus 74 to the good. He's fine. He's fine. Like, the maximum points you can get in a race is 60. So I'm not sure why NASCAR hasn't officially locked them in yet. I'm not sure. Christopher Bell, he's practically safe. He's plus 57. Same with Kyle Larson. If you're Byron, Christopher Bell, and Kyle Larson, I mean, those are 3 of my Championship 4 picks. They're currently fine. They're fine. They're fine. Denny Hamlin, he's plus 30. Man, it's a good cushion. It's a good cushion, but it's not a lock. It's not a lock cushion. It's not a cushion where you're officially locked like Larson, Bell, or Byron, but it's a pretty good spot. It's a pretty good spot. Denny Hamlin came into Talladega plus 11. Now he's plus 30, so it's made points. I call that a win. I call that a win. I call that a win. Alex Bowman, he's plus 26. Ryan Blaney, plus 25. Tyler Reddick, plus 14. And Chase Elliott, plus 13. Now let's get down to the drivers who are below the cut line. Joey Logano is minus 13. Daniel Suarez is minus 20. Austin Cindric's minus 29. And Chase Briscoe's minus 32. So we'll see what happens at the Charlotte Roval this next race. So yeah. Yeah, guys, in conclusion, that was Talladega Super Speedway, man. Did not disappoint at all. And I'm glad I got to witness 4 wide action for multiple laps in person. Man, I even caught that on camera too, guys. Wait until you see my vlog, guys. Wait till you see my vlog coming out on Wednesday for the Cup race. And like I said, my vlog for the Xfinity race will be out tomorrow. So yeah, stay tuned for that. And man, what a finish. What a finish of this race, too. Congratulations to Stenhouse Jr. Man, another photo finish. Another photo finish. What about that? So, glad I got to witness this in person. That's cool. That is really, really cool, guys. What a great finish this was. Great race overall. Just this race, to me, had everything. You had 4 wide action, multiple laps. You had strategy. You had a big crash on the back straightaway. Like, this race, like, had everything in it. But there is some controversy with the damaged vehicle policy that I've heard, but I mean, I don't really know that much like about the controversy that actually happened. Like, 'cause I wasn't watching the TV broadcast or anything like that. I wasn't obviously watching I wasn't watching the NBC broadcast, so didn't know much about the damaged vehicle policy controversy. But I know there was a ton of wrecked race cars, like a lot of race cars that were involved in that big crash. So yeah, guys, this race had everything. Satisfying 4 wide action, just and everything. This race had everything, and I'm giving this race a 10 out of 10 score. 100%. That 100% boosted up because I was there in person. The racing has been absolutely satisfying, and it had everything in it that a race could have had. So, if you ask me, so yeah, Talladega, guarantee. It's a guarantee at this point you're gonna get something very awesome. So, and especially the racing, man, it was so cool, guys. I can't wait for you guys to see my vlog. And yeah, guys, that's it for this race review, guys. So congratulations to Stenhouse Jr. once again. And wow, just what a weekend I had, and what a race this was. And now on to the Charlotte Roval, where we find out who the 4 drivers are that will be eliminated. So anyways, this is Preston signing off. Peace out.